Hey, and happy Friday. You'll have to excuse me, I'm totally cheating with this filter today because I did not feel like putting on any makeup. So, I mean, up close, looks pretty natural for a filter. And I like the sparkles. So, that's just what I'm doing today to make today that much easier for myself. I give myself permission to use this cheat today. And I hope you do too. Allow me that. Anyway, moving on. Today I want to talk about, before I begin, happy Friday, and I hope that wherever in the world you are, and no matter what is going on around you, that you are able to find that calm and that peace that is internally derived, no matter where you are or what is going on around you, so that you can be that eye in the center of the storm. That calm, that peace, that joy, and that love, because the highest energy always wins. So speaking of energy, perfect segue, today I really want to talk about the power and magic of meditating. And people make it more complicated than it is. It is one of those things that is so simple, it's hard. There's kind of no way you can do it wrong. That should help. And I know that the world is split kind of into the people that love it and the people that think it's not for them or have tried it and couldn't get into it. But what I want you to know is, just like there is the perfect form of exercise for everybody, right? For me, it is not going to the gym. Okay, I made my monthly donation to the gym, my $80 monthly donation to the gym for guess how long? It's embarrassing. For 5 years. Okay, now granted, I had back issues. I was injured. I had 2 herniated discs, but I didn't know that until about year 4 or 5. So this gym would not even let me out of the contract until I gave them the MRI to prove to them that I had the herniated disc. So I was looped into one of those stupid contracts. But yeah, I made my monthly donation to the gym for 5 years, okay? So clearly going to the gym is not for me. But there is the perfect form of exercising for everybody. For me, it's dancing, moving, just walking, yoga, stretching. And I'm going to get into that in a second. So just like there's the perfect form of exercise for everybody, there is the perfect form of meditating for you. Even if you tried it in the past, didn't like it, or you felt like it couldn't work or wasn't working. Sorry, I have a hair on my lip somewhere. Fine hair. I've heard the expression in Florida, fine as a hair on a frog's back or something, and then the dude was like, and that's real fine. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So when I say magic and power of meditating, let me be perfectly clear. I'm not joking. I'm not being hyperbolic. And I will make that clear to you as we go along today. But what a lot of people don't realize is that meditating is ancient. It has ancient origins. It's been done around the world for thousands and thousands of years. And it's practiced not just by spiritual traditions all around the world, but by different cultures all around the world to this day. So I know I mentioned I think I was talking about feng shui in a video a couple months ago. I don't know about you, but I tend to trust the things that have been around for thousands of years. So benefits of meditating. Benefits of meditating are both psychological, but not limited to psychological and physical. So most people think that they know that, that's a reference to my last video, that, it sharpens focus and attention, or it helps you connect your body to your breath. Super important. Aids in processing difficult emotions. Most people don't know that. And then stress reduction, yes, okay? So people think it's like, okay, focus, stress reduction, attention, but that's just the tip of the iceberg, my loves. Another benefit of meditating is improved immunity. Improved physical immunity and improved psychological immunity. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. But here, let's get more specific for a second. Physiological benefits of meditating. Lowers blood pressure. Better sleep. Enhanced mood. Emotion. Plug in my phone. Just a second. There we go. Yeah, the battery drains so quickly when you're on video. Enhanced mood, reduced aggression, greater adaptability, healthier aging process. Here's an important one. What the world needs now is it increases your sense of empathy and connection. I can tell you, if I remember later, how and why this does that. But let's get even more specific, okay? When I say the power and magic of meditating, let's talk about the power first. Magic's coming later. Meditating helps with depression and anxiety, cardiovascular disease, arterial hypertension, dementia and Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, insomnia, ADHD, and chronic pain. Now I got something controversial to say about ADHD, but that's coming later. It's not for everybody. So I need my pen to remember to come back to this later. Okay, so did you know that there is 9 types of meditating? So when I'm saying that there's a kind of meditation there is the perfect meditation for everyone, I'm not kidding. There's 9 types, technically 10, to choose from. So first we have, and this is the one that most people are familiar with, these are in no specific order. First we have mindfulness meditation. Perhaps you've heard of it. Mindfulness meditation comes from Buddhism, where you sit down and you just observe your thoughts without judging them or criticizing them as they pass by. You just kind of let it bubble up. You're like, oh, hi, and let it float by. And then you just let another thought float and bubble up. Look, interesting. Why am I thinking about that person? And then another, without judging or criticizing, just being like, huh, interesting. Okay, mindfulness meditation, number 1. Number 2 is spiritual meditation. And the spiritual word can be split 2 ways. And in this instance, I mean the connection to a higher power, which then goes on to be split 2 ways, where some people talk about the universe and other people talk about, other cultures and religions talk about God, the way they explain it. So by spiritual meditation, I mean prayer. The power of prayer to that higher power, whatever it is that you call it. And this can be done either in a place of worship or at home, right? So number 3 is focused meditation, where you involve all your 5 senses, and it's focused on a specific task or action, like mala beads, a flame, a gong, even something like moon gazing, or counting your breaths. Focused meditation. Now technically, focused meditation is anything you do with 100% focus. So even, like for me, what happens, tell me if this happens to anyone else, but I feel like I'm in a state of meditation when I'm washing dishes. I am so focused on the water and just getting that dish perfectly clean, because some people don't know how to wash dishes. Like, they're still dirty after. My dad. Sorry, Dad. But anything you do, this could be cutting the grass. This could be blow drying your hair. This could be, anything that you are doing 100% focus to is technically a focused meditation. Then there's mantra meditations. Number 4, mantra meditations. The one that most people know is Om, just chanting Om over and over and over again. And this is also comes from Hindu or Buddhism, and it can be spoken out loud or said silently in your head. But the mantra meditation is really all about the sound. It's about the vibration. And I've done this, and your body is buzzing after. It's kind of cool. More than cool. Here's another one that's popular in a certain industry, Transcendental Meditation. This is a specific method to quiet the mind and induce calm. Specific method. It's got one of those TM, like the Love Guru. I get called the Love Guru sometimes. Number 7. Oh, wait. Number 6. Progressive, also known as progressive relaxation meditation, also known as a body scan. So this can doesn't have to involve slowly tightening and relaxing different parts of the body to help you relax and unwind, and is typically done at nighttime before going to bed to reduce stress and help you go to sleep. Progressive relaxation, body scan. Seeing different parts of your body light up, feeling different parts of your body with air, light. Number 7, one of my favorites, movement meditation. This can be walking, gardening. I'm going to say this wrong. Qigong or sorry, now I'm saying it wrong for real. Qigong. Is it Qigong? Oh, disconnected. Am I back? I think I'm back. Tai Chi, something I'm super interested in, because I didn't know for the longest time. It looks beautiful and fluid. I have taken one Tai Chi class in Denver, was it? Denver, over 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago. But the fluidity, it's very graceful. And I love martial arts movies, and so I didn't know for the longest time that Tai Chi is like an actual martial arts when you speed it up. And when I walked into this class, there was this dude with swords, jumping around and flipping around, doing spirals in the air, flipping around with these swords, and I'm like, what? I thought I was just coming for this meditative movement stuff. Anyway, love Tai Chi. I'm going to be one of those 90-year-old ladies in the park at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I kind of want to start now. Or then, of course, dance. My favorite. But movement meditation is all about letting your body really ground you into the present moment. Really ground you. Really center you and give you joy in the present moment. In the golden moment of now. Number 8 type of meditation is loving kindness meditation. And this is just where you kind of open your heart and mind for you to receive love and goodness and send love and goodness, loving kindness to others. This is one of the meditations I've already done. It was called the heartbeat meditation. That's exactly what this does. And this is really to promote feelings of compassion self-kindness and acceptance of oneself and others. 9th type of meditation is visualization. I have a hard time saying that word sometimes. I did it. Visualization meditation, where you imagine a scene very vividly with as much detail as possible that incorporates all the 5 senses, right? So this is powerful because your body doesn't know the difference between real or imagined. So the exact same parts of the brain light up. When you hook up a runner to a brain scan, when he's running, certain parts of the brain light up. But if you ask this runner to just sit down, close his eyes, and imagine himself running the race, the same parts of the brain light up. So this is why visualization meditation is so effing powerful. But here's how you take it to a whole other level, and it's a whole other topic. When you take the visualization meditation and actually imagine yourself being successful in future outcomes, aka future self-visualization. That's where the miracles are, okay? Huge hint, huge tip, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's where the miracles are. Now, I told you that I think there's 10, right? So this is the 9 basic main meditations. There's a 10th meditation, and that is guided meditation. So all of these you can basically do with, all of them can be done with like a track to assist you until you can do like drive the bus yourself, I like to call it. But guided meditation, the deepest form of guided meditation is hypnosis. That's all that hypnosis is. It's a guided meditation. So let me explain to you something. Meditation is just the process of you drifting. It's just the process of you falling asleep. Okay? I'm going to demystify meditation for you. It's just the process of you falling asleep, but getting to that sweet spot just before you do fall asleep. And this is why most people do fall asleep, because they haven't trained to catch themselves or learn to train themselves like a muscle to stay at that sweet spot right before you fall asleep. So it's catching yourself and learning to maintain that specific brainwave. Meditation is just going to a different brainwave. It's an altered state. You can actually alter your state of consciousness if you go super deep in meditation. But here's what happens. This is why and how the magic happens. When you meditate, you open up the connections between your higher self and your higher dimensional reality fields. I'm going to go get quantum physical on you. When you meditate, you start opening the connections between you, here in the here and now in this body, and your higher self and higher dimensional reality fields. These will partially begin to open as you start meditating. With years of practice, okay, maybe not years, but with practice, it becomes your normal and you don't have to think about it anymore, okay? But when these connections begin to open, they allow the frequencies of the higher fields to filter down into your conscious awareness. So when people tell me that they're afraid of hypnosis, I'm just like, dude, are you afraid of falling asleep? Are you afraid of meditating? Because that's all hypnosis is, okay? It's not what you see in the movies and on TV, because that's a whole other type of hypnosis. That's stage hypnosis. When you see people being made to bark like dogs and quack like chickens, that's stage hypnosis. It's for entertainment. But hypnosis can also be used for, it keeps disconnecting. I don't know if that's a sign for me to end here. I'm going to quickly, okay, so I'm going to tell you my experience of meditating and how it feels for me, just to help give you a better idea. And when I said it's so simple, it's hard, I'm not kidding. All I do is I set my timer, close my eyes, and I say inside my own head, with every breath, in, out. That's it. That is my only job for the length of the time on the timer. I don't count them. Just with every breath in, with every breath out, with every breath in, with every breath out. Now your mind will wander, and that is okay. Your only job when your mind wanders is to notice that you're not doing the in-out anymore. And as soon as you notice, this could take seconds or it could take minutes. The longer you do it, the sooner you notice. Just like building a muscle. But as soon as you notice that you're thinking about, Christmas dinner instead of in and out, you drop that thought like it's hot and you come back to the in-out. Your mind will wander again. As soon as you notice it's wandered, drop it like it's hot, come back to the in-out. That's it. Setu. Es todo. Siinä kaikki. That's 4 languages I can say that's it in. That's all you do. And when you do this every day, you can start 5 minutes, build up to 7 minutes the next week, 9 minutes the next week, 11 minutes the next week. I recommend at the minimum 9 to 11 minutes of meditating. I like to meditate for 20 minutes. At first it feels like nothing is happening. I admit, fully admit it, expect it. At first it feels like you're doing nothing. It feels like you're just twiddling your thumbs. But if you stick with it for at least 3 weeks, you will start seeing synchronicities and coincidences, and like magical shit will start happening. Big and small. The longer you keep meditating, the bigger the magic gets. And you just get to the state where life is happening for you. Life is happening for you. And it's beautiful. That's where the magic is. That's it. You can call this place like super flow, like many words for it. It's a state of supreme synchronicity and connection and joy, freedom, delight, ease, grace. I've had 2 periods in my life where I felt like I had a magical horseshoe up my butt. You can insert another word there. I've had 2, like a 6-week period and then a 6-month period where literally everything I touched turned to gold. Everything turned out even better than I could imagine. It was just, it felt like I had a golden horseshoe up my bum. And those were both, and like big stuff happened in my life, like lots of wins, so many reasons to celebrate, a huge up level, right? And something also like I've done, those aren't the only 2 things that were big and we're celebrating, but it happened because I'm meditating. It happened because I had control over my energy. It happened because I had control of my energy, and I was in a heightened state of flow, bliss. And where am I going with this? It happened because I was in a heightened state. Totally lost my train of thought. So there's a saying in my industry, you know, and just the coaching industry, that when you master your vibe, you master your life. You can only master your life by mastering your energy. And how do you master your energy? With meditating. So I'm going to be doing a 21-day meditation challenge. The only way I can put my money where my mouth is to show you, to prove it to you, to show you what happens to you and your life. Because the benefits are like, they're unpredictable, they're unimaginable. It's better than you could have imagined, right? Because you are connecting to source. You are connecting to source. So it amplifies your manifesting power. It amplifies your clarity. It amplifies your magic, charm, and charisma. It just, meditating amplifies your life. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to call it yet, but 21-day meditation challenge, probably in the beginning of 2022. And ongoing from there, because this is something, like, I have so much stuff to say about this. I could do like a 5-part, like hour-long each series on your energy and harnessing the power of your mind and meditating and. So this 21-day meditation challenge would be to make you a magnet for everyday magic and miracles. It'll harness the power, I'll teach you how to harness the power of your mind to shift your vibe so that you can deliberately, consciously create your reality. It will also explode your ability to emotionally regulate. And this is self-mastery. This is where confidence comes from. This is where the trust in yourself comes from. And this is true healing. So emotional empowerment. So you'll be able to catch yourself before you react and be responsible or responsible for how you respond to things when things go good or bad, right? And all of this will allow you to literally turn the tap on to the magic that is you and make you someone who commands magic and miracles everywhere they go. So let me know if you would be interested in that 21-day meditation challenge for $21 in 2022. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up for today. I know I kind of teased you with, I was gonna say something, no, I'm gonna say it. No holding back. Filter, come back. I was gonna say I'm not gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. So, I told you I was gonna say something controversial about ADHD. And I'll give you the background, right? The reason I think this way is because I have been misdiagnosed for physical things and like emotional things. I've been misdiagnosed when I was younger, put on the wrong medication more than once for more than different things. And I'm just gonna be honest, traditional therapy failed me. And unfortunately, I know I'm not the only one. To Depends on your level of awareness, right? Depends what step you're on. This person is the type of person that calls over and over. Sometimes I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Don't know if it'll let me flip and go back. So, for instance, I'll get more specific. For instance, if you are highly sensitive or an empath, highly intuitive, a lot of these things get misdiagnosed as you having some kind of disorder. And it's just because none of those things are talked about or explained or even recognized in the traditional medical therapy field, psychology. You are lucky if you go to someone who does know about that. They've done their own learning and get disconnected. I'm back in real time. Okay. So yeah. And I'm gonna, okay, I'll just spit it out. So basically, I don't think that ADHD it's a real thing. The symptoms are very real, but how they classify it, to me, just doesn't make any sense because I know what's really happening. ADHD is a fake condition that is often diagnosed for sensitive souls, people who are indigo children, rainbow children, crystal children, because they have higher DNA strands that are activated. Just like when a baby develops into a person, their DNA strands are constantly activating, striving for the next level. So just like a baby who 1 month is playing with blocks, but then at 5 years old would find this boring, and just like to you, how a 5-year-old plays would be boring to you as adults. These frequencies are what fill in the next level of your DNA. Remember, we're only using about 9 to 10, 11% of our DNA. The rest of it is labeled junk DNA. 90% of it is like turned off. So your DNA strands are constantly activating, searching for the next level to fill in the next block, and this process does not stop your entire life. So what ADHD kids are experiencing is a higher strand DNA activation, meaning that the child is at a stage where they are craving higher frequency information and stimulation. However, the schooling system is designed to provide low frequency information. So this child is therefore not receiving the frequencies they require at that time, making them become restless, uninterested, and unfocused. What ADHD drugs do is suppress the child's higher strand DNA activation so that they no longer crave the higher frequencies and can be funneled back into a school system and continue with what is essentially a matrix program to create compliant, non-questioning taxpayers who show up when the bell rings. And this keeps humanity locked in a certain frequency band of consciousness. This keeps these kids, and collectively all of us are locked into a very low frequency band of consciousness. We're collectively definitely on the lower end of what is possible, what is available to all of us. So basically that's what I have to say about ADHD. If you're a sensitive soul and you have gotten some kind of diagnosis that kind of, doesn't quite sit right with you, like you'll know it in your soul. I knew it. I luckily had someone to get a second opinion from, and it's literally like the only psychologist in my 20s, the only psychologist I ever went to that I felt like got me. And he told me there was nothing wrong with me at all. He told me I was just really lonely. And when I got those diagnoses from someone who was far less educated than him, and therefore did not cost as much as him, you really do get what you pay for. Anyway, that's not the point. But yeah, you'll know it in your heart. It won't feel right to you. So before you get a diagnosis from anyone for anything, make sure that they know what high sensitivity is. Make sure they know what an empath is. Make sure they know what intuition is. Because if they don't, they're connected to a lower band frequency of consciousness. So anyway, meditating, I veered off topic, bing, bang, boom. Meditating. I promise you, it will change your life. And I would love to be able to teach you how to do it, because it's so simple, it's hard. All you have to do is actually do it every day. For me, the best benefit is notwithstanding the magic and miracles, but when I meditate, even if it's for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, I feel like my brain gets defragmented like a computer, like computer defragmentation, like where everything kind of just runs more smoothly after that. And yeah, it's worth the commitment, it's worth the effort. It's far more amazing than you might have realized so far. And yeah, 21-day meditation challenge. Let me know if anyone's interested. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do that starting in January. So ciao for now, lovelies. Oop. Got me au naturel. Happy Friday, and talk to you soon. See you next Friday. Bye.